Like I went to America for 4 months for my electives, and honestly, I realized the difference of education level that we have here. Because the doctors there told me that you are much better, than others, and I was like, I haven't given any of my step exams yet, and they were still like, we can hire you. You're that ready, and they were like, my 1 year fees is $73,000.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And she was like, you know as much as I know. What was the point of me wasting that much money?
Yeah.
So
Everybody is so intimidated when you say that you are from DTMU. There is respect for us.
Yeah. One has the experience of reaching out to us directly and taking admission without the agent's help. And you, Richa, you took admission through agency.
The consultancy's job is done once you enter the country. After entering the country, they don't really help you. And they do charge a lot of money for a really less cost process. The agency is only going to help you just filling forms.
we will be supported by the university. So there is no reason to go by an agent.
True.
You can directly apply to the university, and that's basically saving you money, and you're going to be safer because you are directly in contact with someone who works with the university.
Exactly.
All of these agencies and consultancies, they profit off of that, and we never paid any agent, by the way. So it was a very smooth process for me, thank God. Thankfully, I never paid anyone for anything. I just paid the visa. I feel like maybe because our groups are so
Smaller.
so we get to actually interact with the teachers. In other universities, we hear from other students from other universities that they don't have any communication with their professors.
And they are so helpful, all of them, they would reply to you, because a lot of professors of ours that taught us during first year are already in US now. They told us about giving steps and how you should plan giving steps and when you should give them.
You mean USMLE stuff?
Yeah, about USMLE stuff.
The faculty is amazing, by the way. Most of the teachers we became friends with because they were so close to our age, and the university has helped me, the faculty has helped me. It has been amazing, blessed experience, honestly.
Coming to DTMU was the best choice that I've made in my career.
Girls, how are you?
Hi. Okay. We are good. How are you?
You are good. I'm well too. So today our intention is to kind of understand your journey. It's been 6 years now you are with us at DTMU. So I want to understand, how was your journey? Who goes first? Richa?
Yeah, so starting from first year, it was difficult to understand the curriculum and everything in the starting, because we all came from India and we were away from home, and we were getting accustomed to all the quizzes and everything and how the pattern works. How to actually study medicine was the big deal. So I think after first year, it became better, and then we didn't get a downfall after that. So it was only a graph up and not down. Yeah.
What about you?
I think I agree with her. The first year is usually the toughest, because you're also in the protection of your parents. You just moved to another country. It's a little difficult. But honestly, before I came here, Nikhil sir advised me that this is one of the competitive universities. You're going to have actually work hard. So I was actually ready for it. But I feel the first year was the hardest, and then we slowly and gradually learned how to get around the quizzes, and also we learned about the faculty. The faculty is amazing, by the way. Most of the teachers we became friends with because they were so close to our age, and they really help you, even not just with the classes, but also outside of the classes, and they guide you about which exams that you can write early on. Even in first year, we were guided about which exams to write, where you can go, potential career options.
They told us about giving steps and how you should plan giving steps and when you should give them.
You mean USMLE stuff?
Yeah, about USMLE stuff, because a lot of professors of ours that taught us during first year are already in US now. So we are all in contact with them, and it's just like texting a friend that, hi, how are you? I'm doing this, and what is your stand? How should I proceed with this thing? And how should I go to US, or how should I plan for my exams and everything? And they are so helpful, all of them, they would reply to you, and because usually teachers don't reply, and
They don't want to
Yeah,
help.
exactly.
You know, in other universities, we hear from
Yeah.
other students from other universities that they don't have any communication with their professors in any way.
Correct.
But here, I feel like maybe because our groups are so small,
Smaller.
so you
Yeah.
know, we get to actually interact with the teachers.
Correct.
Just not just about classes,
Yeah.
but also about these things.
Yeah.
And groups being small is intentional. It has been always there ever since the TMU was founded. Okay, my question is, both of you are from Delhi, and one has the experience of reaching out to us directly and taking admission without the agent's help, and you, Richa, you took admission through agency. So I really want to understand, like, what was the journey for you, and what was the journey without agent. So let's understand.
Okay, so I directly applied to the university when I found from the MCI list. I found out that there are certain universities that are approved in India, and that was our metric, right? Before
Yeah.
we even applied to anything, we gave our NEET exam, we got the qualification scores, and after that we were looking for universities that were qualified for even if we come back to India, like if we want to come back and give FMG.
Our degree should be
Our
valid.
degree should be valid, because at that time I remember a lot of universities like from Russia or something weren't getting accepted.
Yeah.
So that was my way of finding out about DTMU. Then I went to the DTMU website, and Dr. Nikhil sir's contact was right there.
Yeah.
And generally we just mailed him, and he was so helpful from the beginning. He had been texting my father constantly, and he did like a short call with me. He talked to me about what do you want to do here, exactly why do you want to become a doctor, and he guided me on how the university is going to be like. And he was like, now it's in your hands, you can make a decision. And after that, we just had been in contact with him about the visas, about the documents, about the bank statements, literally everything. Every appointment that I had, I was in contact with Nikhil sir, and I remember my visa appointment went really well, and thankfully I never paid anyone for anything. I just paid the visa fees, and that's it. And along with that, my father accompanied me when he came to when we moved to Rustavi. I was given the Rustavi campus. I actually had the option to choose between the Tbilisi and the Rustavi campus, but at that time I remember the Tbilisi campus was either full, and also my father was insistent on making me live in the hostel because he was so scared to send me away. I was so young, I was 18 at that time, and my father came and dropped me here. We met Nikhil sir, we went out for coffee as well, and we never paid any agent, by the way. So it was a very smooth process for me, thank God, and I was really grateful that I got to connect with you guys.
Thank you. So what would you say to the students who are in dilemma whether they should go via agency? Because a lot of them connect to us and they say, should we go through consultancy? And we say, all I say is smart students apply directly. I don't go to agents. This is my slogan. So what would you say to that?
I would definitely agree with you. That's the thing. See, I feel in India there's a lot of scaremongering around this topic. When the student doesn't score well, or even they score well enough but they don't get a college in India, all of these agencies and consultancies, they profit off of that. They're like, oh, you didn't get in there, I'll make sure that you get in somewhere else.
Yeah.
You can pay me the money and I'll take care of everything. And that's basically baiting you into paying him the money. You don't actually have to do that. You can directly apply to the university, and that's basically saving you money, and you're going to be safer because you are directly in contact with someone who works with the university.
Exactly.
The consultancies are not working with the university in any way. I don't know, I read a lot of news about Russia recently that these consultancies, they are selling these admission letters in bulk, and they are not actually even having the admissions from the
That's
universities.
scary,
And a lot of people they're getting their admissions rejected. So I don't think you can trust these agents in any way, shape or form. And even if you can trust by word of mouth that someone's son went and this neighbor went or something, I don't think you should pay the money for that, because really you can use that money later on. Even if you want to come here, it's going to be beneficial for you, because if you want to live in a nicer house, you can get that in 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees. If you want to go out more, you can do that. You can travel in Georgia. Georgia is beautiful. And I don't think there's any use of an agent really. I went to the America recently and I didn't apply for through any agency for that visa, and that's a much harder visa to get.
Yes, that's
And
true.
how's that like? We're a student. We're not coming here to do any illegal thing. We will be supported by the university, so there is no reason to go via an agent.
True, true, true. What about you, Richa? I know that you came via consultancy. So
Yeah.
what was your experience?
Yeah, so I also checked the DTMU website and everything. Basically, my friends were already here from school, and that's how I got to know that DTMU is a nice university to go to, because I took a drop here and I was hoping that I will score good, but that year the cutoff went really high. So I couldn't get an admission into a government college, so I decided that maybe I should go outside and try my luck outside, maybe it's gonna be fine for me and everything. So my parents were really scared, but my friends were very supportive, and they were like, no, you should come to DTMU, it's a nice university, it's hard, but you'll get to learn so many things, and it will be worth your money, it will be worth your time, energy, everything. So, and I swear by it, coming to DTMU was the best choice that I've made in my career, and I genuinely feel blessed that there were people to help me out through it. So coming to agency part, so my concerns, it was not my concern, but it was my parents' concern that we should just go by somebody who can do the work for us, and because we didn't have any knowledge about how to apply a visa or how to get about things and how to do all these things at the very first place. So we thought that maybe going through an agency is going to help us, but what I realized was that the agency is only going to help you just filling forms, which you can do by yourself. And I did have a word with Nikhil sir as well before coming here, and he told me that you can do this process by yourself, and he gave me a list of all the steps that I have to follow, and I showed it to my dad, and my dad was, this is a lot of work, so maybe let's go through a consultancy, and maybe they will take care of you there as well, but it doesn't happen that way. The consultancy's job is done once you enter the country. After entering the country, they don't really help you. And they do charge a lot of money for a really less cost process. So applying visa is not that difficult, and because I applied my mom's visa last week for Georgia myself, so now I
you
know,
know.
now I know that the work can be done by me. So that's what I've learned. So if people what I've come to a conclusion is that a lot of parents are scared that maybe the visa will get rejected or something wrong will happen, but it's not like that. You are coming here to study as students, and as a student you will get a visa, plus you are coming here paying the country some amount, you are coming to a university, and you are not doing anything wrong by coming to a university. You are not coming as a tourist, you are coming as students who are going to live here for 6 years. So that fear of visa rejection should not be there in people's mind, and so they should be fearless about applying visa, and they should not have their concerns about this thing, and they should go ahead, make their own choices and do the work by themselves. Or maybe just contact Nikhil sir.
So now just tell us in few words what's ahead now. You guys are graduating, so what's ahead of you? What did you plan?
Oh, it's a very heavy feeling. Every day passing by, I'm getting so emotional about graduating, because now I feel that Tbilisi has become such an integral part of everyone's life.
It's like a second home.
Yeah, we have made such good friends, such good communications, and it's you go out, you make friends with Georgian students, Georgian people, you learn about the culture, and it feels like for example, if I have to say thank you, even sometimes in India, I just say Madloba.
That happens, at the immigration. At the immigration, multiple times I said it to the immigration officer.
And they're like, excuse me, what? And I'm like, oh, sorry, thanks. And it just comes naturally, in vacations also, I remember I go home, in 10 days I'm just bored, and I'm like, oh, I want to go back to Tbilisi now. So going back home is a very bittersweet feeling right now, but I gave my FMG exam in Jan this year. I've cleared my exam. So right now I'm focusing on going back to India, completing my internship and getting my license done. And after I have my license in my hand, I will give NEET PG and INI set exams in India, but I also want to try for Australia and other European countries too. But my main target is giving like giving exams later, like after my internship is done, so that I have some work experience, and that internship letter and having a license as a working doctor is going to help me get into other countries as
Yes,
well.
yes.
So that is what my plan for the future.
Not US. It's not your plan.
No, I actually want to become a surgeon.
Okay.
And
really hard to
yeah,
get in.
it's really hard to become
it's a long
surgeon.
journey.
Yeah. So that's why I've chosen Australia and India, because I think in India, like now, the best thing DTMU has done for us is make us study.
We have
And,
the habit of studying.
Yeah, like now I know how to study. Like if I knew this before, maybe I would have gotten a government seat in India also.
Yeah.
So like now we know how to study, how to go about different books, because like, oh my god, so many books we have went through. Like I can't even count the number of books on my fingers. Like that many books we know now, and we know how to study, and we know like what is good for us, what is bad for us, what source is reliable, what source is not reliable. So like we have become smarter, I
Yeah.
feel, regarding
We
studies.
have learned how to learn.
Exactly.
Earlier when we came in first year, I remember we used to look at the heavier, bigger books. We were like, oh, this is the curriculum we need to follow
Develop.
this. Yeah, we would be having those huge books in the library.
Yeah.
But now, as we've grown older, we know how to work around and be smart about it.
Exactly. And how to save time. And like, because now when we came, I got all my books with me. I thought that maybe hard copies are going to be better for me, because I thought that, learning from hard copies is going to be easier, because that's how we have been studying in schools.
Yeah.
And then I thought that it's going to be worth my money. So I actually paid like 50,000 rupees for all the books. And then my dad also had to courier the books to me. So that was another additional cost. But later I just realized that everything is available online. And
Especially our
everything-
university's library.
Yeah, so I never knew that the university actually had a library. I got to know this in the second month that I was here, when our portal was made. And literally, DTMU library has all the books. You can download any book, and
Any chapter.
exactly, you can study from anywhere. Like for one subject, they would have like multiple sources. Like all the sources available outside will be there on your portal. So that's one best thing that DTMU
Other
actually
universities
had.
don't have that.
Yeah, other students, they struggle. Like right now also, for example, I do workshops and I do teach students outside of here. So we do like cardiac anatomy workshop, brain anatomy workshop, and different workshops. So
For DTMU students?
no,
Younger-
it's
ah,
it's
okay.
for
like
all the
students in
students in
general.
Georgia.
Okay, Georgia.
Okay,
Yeah.
lovely.
So now the community is getting bigger, and like students are getting attracted towards learning anatomy, because we get specimens, like bovine specimens or pork specimens, and then we teach them how to dissect them, how to use a scalpel, how to suture, and like everything. So like students ask me like, how do DTMU people study? Because everybody is so intimidated when you say that you are from DTMU. They're like, oh, you guys must study hard, like you guys have cleared your filters and
Yeah.
everything. So like there's respect for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
it
we
is.
didn't think about it when we came here.
Yeah.
We used to compare ourselves with the other universities and be like, oh, they are not having that hard of a time.
Yes, true.
They are roaming around. They're
Exactly.
like- but then now I realize it. And when I went to America for 4 months for my electives, and honestly, I realized the difference of education level that we have here. Because the doctors there told me that you are much better than others. And I was like, I haven't given any of my step exams yet. And they were still like, we can hire you. You're that ready. And I didn't think about it like that before I even left the country.
Yeah.
When you're here, you're not actually getting the access to the language thing, most likely, that you're not able to speak to the patients like that. But when I went to America and I was actually able to communicate with the patients actively and confidently, they were like, you have a lot of knowledge that a lot of the other students at your level do not
They
have.
don't have, yeah.
And they were like, oh, how much did you pay? And I was like, our university was pretty cheap. And they're shocked. Like most of the American
Yeah.
students that I met there, I actually made a lot of friends, and they were telling me how much was the total fees, and I was like, it came around like $50,000 maybe. Like that's why I'm telling the higher end. Even
Yeah.
that was less
Yeah.
than that, because we get a lot of scholarships, we get a
Yeah.
lot of discounts. But I think 50,000 including all of our living
Yeah.
expenses, and they were like, my 1 year fees is $73,000.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And she was like, you know as much as I know. What was the point of me wasting that much
Yeah.
money? So
Yeah.
if an American student is saying that, even we have an American
Yeah.
we have an American
Batchmate,
batchmate, and he came from America to study in DTMU.
Yeah.
So I definitely vouch for the education quality here.
Yeah.
and also the faculty here.
Yeah.
Because the faculty, even when I went to America, I have never seen doctors who are willing to meet you outside of work and outside of the classes. I
Correct.
went to New York and Sandro was so willing to meet me, and that was like the sweetest thing, like, you know, to have someone who is there for you.
Yeah.
Like, and he has guided us throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire process of applying for the electives, going to America, living there, what is going to be, like, you know, the living expense, eating food, everything. The university has helped me, the faculty has helped me. It has been, like, you know, a amazing, like, blessed experience, honestly.
Yeah.
It
So
was-
what's your plan ahead?
Yeah, I want to go to America
You're
after
going
this. Yeah, inshallah.
Good
So,
luck.
Thank you so
Good
much.
luck to both of you. It was
Thank
lovely
you.
talking to you.
Thank
and
you so much.
Thank you so
see you
much.
somewhere, somewhere else in India or
We'll
US.
probably come back to Georgia.
Yeah, you have to come.
We-
Of course, you have
We
to
will.
come.
There should be like alumni clubs
Clubs,
now.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So that all of us
Let's
can come
organize
back,
that.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And
let's
meet
do that.
everyone like once in a while.
Yeah.
Seeing each other as
Good
doctors is
idea.
going to be great.
Good idea.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, all right. Thank you.